What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Chanel from Complex Simplicity. Happy Tuesday. I feel like the week is going by a little bit slowly, but I want to come on and do my review of the All Eyez on Me Tupac movie, the biopic. Is it technically called the biopic when it's in the theaters? I don't know. But anyway, the hubby and I went to see it yesterday, and I actually liked it. I heard a lot of reviews from other people and feedback, people I know in my day-to-day life, as well as from the Jada Pinkett's and people in the industry who didn't really seem to like the movie. But I'm the kind of person where even if 80% of the people that I know is like, yo, that movie is whack, don't go see it. If I really want to see it, I'm going to go see it and base my own opinion off of what, you know, the movie presented. And that's exactly what the husband and I did yesterday, and I have to say that I actually enjoyed the movie. Now, of course, I feel like all big-time artists, legends like Pac, Big, and the list goes on, should do or take a page out of New Edition's book, where they did a 3-day biopic, 2-hour situation. You know, of course, that means that you're not going to be on the big screen, but I think being able to tell someone's story in 2 hours is not an easy thing to do. I would have loved to see a 6-hour, you know, story regarding Pac. But I did learn a lot regarding his mom and, you know, how intelligent she was. She was definitely very well aware and educated about the judicial system. And she was able to teach him that from young, as most of us knew she was Black Panther. And his stepfather was as well. I didn't know that Pac bounced around from New York to Baltimore to then LA. I don't know why in my mind I thought he was originally born and raised in LA, but he seems like he was born in New York, or definitely the East Coast. And that was an interesting kind of thing to learn. You know, when I watch these kinds of tribute movies, biopics, I want to see what I can learn, right? I was like up on Pac from the time I was a little girl. You know, back in the 90s, I was born in '83, and so that meant that I grew up in the 90s. You know, I grew up in the 80s, but I was very small, right? But in the 90s is when I really remember a lot of like music and like the culture and just that era of time. And of course, Pac was one of those artists. I would sneak in my brother's room when he went to hang out with his friends, you know, went to work, listened to all his CDs. And of course, he had Pac's, I think he had all of Pac's CDs, and that's how I kind of learned and was like, yo, this is dope, you know? So I like when I'm able to learn other little fun facts about these legends and big time artists that I grew up listening to their music, right? Or following in some way. And I also love that Pac always seems so confident. Like, he never seems scared out here, you know, as far as what they portray in the movie. But one thing that I was reminded of is that Pac was a bit of a hothead out here. Like, he didn't always make the best choices. Sometimes it didn't always seem like he was the best judge of character with the people that he would have around him. Like, doing business with Suge Knight, crazy, right? Nothing good really ever comes of it in the long run with anyone who's really done business with Suge. You may make a lot of money in the beginning, but a lot of the things that you have to go through and the demands and just how he runs his business and strong arms his way to get what he wants is a little crazy. And of course, you had that East Coast, West Coast stuff going. And Nigel, who was played by Tia Mowry Hardick's husband, I was like, yo, he actually plays these street roles pretty well. I had no idea about the Nigel story and how he was shady and had a lot to do with why Pac ended up doing time for alleged rape that he didn't do, right? So I liked it. I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? Pac, that's a heavy undertaking to do. I know Benny Boom, I think, was the director. I know L.T. Hutton did all the musical production for the film. And to me, if I had to score it, I would have given them about like a 75 to 80%. I don't think it was as bad as everybody made it seem out here. I think sometimes the public is hard to please. Like, we're really hard people to please when it comes to the legends, right? You know, I don't think that his biopic was whacker than Big's, which was a Notorious movie that was done. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that was pretty dope that they used the same person who played Big and Notorious, you know, in All Eyez on Me. another crazy thing, and I'm a conspiracy theorist, sorry, which means that I do believe that Hollywood has a dark world where they devil worship and where people are sacrificed, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff, but I don't always get into that, right? But I am a conspiracy theorist, and I do feel like that's why Big's death and Pac's death have never been solved, because I feel like it was what the powers that be of the entertainment world wanted. You know what I'm saying? How is it that two big-time artists are murdered and no one's ever convicted of the crime or found guilty? Like, that's crazy to me, right? But anyway, so that's another interesting thing that the husband and I were talking about last night. But I like the film, and I suggest if you're a Pac fan, go see it for yourself, you know, and make your own determination as to if you think it's dope or if you thought it was whack. You know, don't just follow the masses out here, y'all. Have a mind of your own. See things for yourself. Check things out for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because that whole monkey see, monkey do, oh, you thought it was whack, I'm not gonna go see it. To me, that's corny. See things out here for yourself in life. But anyway, I wanted to give my little quick review. You know, I enjoyed it. Of course, it could have been, if the people that did Straight Outta Compton did Pac's story, I think maybe the world would have loved it more. I kind of wish, I think I heard Charlemagne or someone talking about this, like if they just did all those movies together from the West Coast, right? A continual story that you tell, even if you broke it up into 2 or 3 movies, I think that would have also been kind of dope too. I don't know. Let me know if you saw the movie, what you thought, you know, what your critique of it is. Thank you for the love as usual. Continue to rock with your girl. And until next time.